Quaker Oats Company presents Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with his great horse Rex and Yukon King, the Wonder Dog, maintaining law and order in the wild days of the Klondike. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his Wonder Dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston. A land of fortune for some gold seekers and of heartbreak for many others. Keno Hill, where rich new diggings have recently been discovered just before winter sets in. Gold fever infected almost every resident of the district, including Doc Tom Elders, the veterinary at Keno Hill.
Here we are, Sergeant. I'll wager I bought myself the richest mine in the Klondike.
You deserve to win that bet, Tom.
Thanks, Sergeant. You'll see. Come along. There you are, Sergeant. I can take more gold out of this mine in an hour than I can make in a month doctoring animals. Well, this mine is worth thousands. Millions, maybe. Well, Jack can figure that out when he gets here.
When'll that be, Tom?
About 2 weeks, as near as I can estimate. You know, I'm handing my boy a handsome graduation present. And not many engineers can step right out of school into $1 million gold mine.
Tom?
Hi there. We're going to make a fortune. This mine's another Golconda. I haven't been able to do as much for Jack since his mother died. But this makes up for it.
Tom.
What's the matter?
Tom, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this mine's been salted.
Salted? Are you sure?
Positive. That gold was blown into the rocks with a shotgun.
Salted. Cost me $9,000, every cent I had in the world.
You still have your work, Tom. You're the best veterinary in the Yukon.
I was going to ask Ma Martin to marry me. Now that the boy's grown up and all, I figured I could take it easy and rest comfortable for a change. Red Roberts and Larry Bates, they're the devils that swindled me. They ought to be hanged.
I'll try to catch them, Tom, recover your money, and see that they're punished.
Oh, what good is there of that? They're probably cleared out of the Yukon by now.
We received a report on them last week. That's why I came to Keno Hill, hoping to catch them before they added another man to their list of victims.
You were a few days too late.
Will not be too late next time. And there'll be a next time, Tom. Roberts and Bates are bound to try it again.
$9,000. To raise it, I sold everything I had in the world except my pet dogs. Now I don't even have money enough to pay Ma Martin for keeping them.
Don't give up hope, Tom. There still may be a chance to recover your money.
I'll believe that when I see it.
I'll do my level best to catch them, Tom. When Roberts and Bates are caught, why, you'll have to fill out a formal complaint. Come on, keep your chin up.
From Keno Hill, Sergeant Preston rode south across the Stewart River toward the next town, Mayo Landing. He went directly to the post office, the clearinghouse for gossip and general information in any Yukon settlement. He wished to leave with a mail clerk the description of the 2 crooks he was pursuing. The mail clerk would pass it along to others. Preston knew that an accurate description in the mind of one man with a sharp eye was as effective as 100 wanted posters plastered over the countryside. From the post office, Preston went to the local assayer and showed him ore samples from Tom's salted mine. The assayer assured Preston nothing similar to these had been brought in to him. Then Preston began questioning people at random. He learned from townsmen that 2 men answering the description of the swindlers had lost close to $9,000 in a poker game, then had headed south. Preston and King followed their route. 3 days later, as he approached Selkirk,
I'd say that about does the trick, wouldn't you, Red?
What's the matter? You afraid of using up too much gold dust? We'll get it back and more.
I know that. It's just that that shotgun makes a blame much noise.
I'm real sorry to hear that. Real sorry.
Gosh, Red, you didn't have to do that. After all, you've shot enough dust into that rock to fool the smartest Chichaco that ever lived.
The richer the mine, the higher the price. Get me some more shells.
I told you we were in trouble. We've been making too much noise.
What are you talking about?
There's a Mountie heading this way. Let's get out of here.
A Mountie?
That's right. I arrest you both in the name of the Crown.
You fool! Don't shoot a Mountie.
That's good advice. Now drop that gun and come on up the hill.
I think I broke my leg. Come and help me.
All right. I'll help you when you get up here. Go back down and help him. Don't try any tricks. Back, King. All right, set him down right there. All right, get your hands over your head. Get back over there, against the bank. All the way over. Now guard him, King. Now look at this other fellow's leg. Good boy, King. I guess you know better than to try any more of your fancy ideas.
What are you going to do with us now?
First, I'm taking you back to Keno Hill,
Keno Hill, what for?
so one of your satisfied customers can identify you. Doc Elders. Hello, Tom.
Robertson, Bates, where's my money, you crooks?
I never saw you before in my life.
Then I'll jog your memory.
Hold on, Tom. It's not the way to do it. They'll get what's coming to them in Dawson.
Did you get my money?
I'm sorry, Tom. The money's gone.
Gone? It can't be gone.
They lost it in a poker game.
Then it's the government's responsibility. The government owes it to me.
You know better than that, Tom. I have a job to do, and I need your help.
I trusted you to get my money. You and the government. I trusted everybody in the world. Now I'm through trusting anybody. Get off of my claim.
Calm down, Tom. In your complaint, Robertson Bates will be sent to jail. Without it, they may go free to keep on swindling decent people. You're the only victim still in the Yukon.
That's no concern of mine. I'm complaining about my money. Give it to me or get out of here.
All right, I'll go. But think it over. If you change your mind, send word to me at Dawson.
This is a good report, Sergeant. But we can't take action on the swindle unless the complaint comes from the victim.
Well, I realize that, sir. But I'm asking that Roberts and Bates be held in jail for their attempted assault on me.
We'll do that. But we want them sentenced for what they did to Elders, as a warning to other swindlers. Too many of them coming into the Yukon territory.
You want me to go back to Kena Hill? I might make Tom see things the right way now that he's had time to calm down.
Yes, on your way to Ball Mountain.
Ball Mountain, sir?
Gold seekers are stampeding to Ball Mountain. And with winter coming on, we'd better establish an equipment checkpoint. You know how some of these Chichacos go rushing off without adequate supplies.
Well, I'll set up a checkpoint at the foot of the pass. Thank you, sir.
Good, and good luck.
Meanwhile, Tom Elders, bitter, brooding over the loss of his life savings, left Keno Hill, taking with him his pet dogs. He turned his back on humanity and went to live as a recluse in an abandoned cabin on Bald Mountain.
They better keep away. They better not try any tricks on Tom Elders. Blast them. Blast them all! Oh, I didn't mean you fellers. I can trust you. You would never let me down. Oh, well, I'm letting you down. Forgot your supper. I'll get it for you. Hear something, do you? Somebody trying to come up the pass and get at me, huh? Get back! Get back! Get back or I'll shoot! Don't come back! You hear? Don't come back, any of you! The next time any of you lying human thieves comes up the pass, I'll shoot to kill!
On his way to Bald Mountain, Sergeant Preston stopped at the salted mine of Tom Elders.
You must be Jack, Tom Elders' son. I'm Sergeant Preston.
Oh, I'm glad you've come. Any news of Dad?
News?
Well, he's disappeared. Isn't that why you're here?
Why, no. Matter of fact, I came to talk to your father. Say he's disappeared?
Well, yes. The last person to see him was Ma Martin. She runs a trading post in town. She and Dad were good friends.
Yes, I know.
Well, she said Dad disappeared 2 days before I arrived. That was a week ago. Said he was very morose about the swindle. Told her he'd never let another human get within speaking distance of him again. Then he took his dogs, which she'd been keeping for him, and hasn't been heard of since.
Well, he can't be very far away. He knows the Yukon too well to take chances with winter coming on.
Oh, I'm relieved to hear you say that, Sergeant. I've been so worried, and being a Chichaco, got nowhere searching for him myself.
Well, he's probably safe and snug in a cave or abandoned cabin somewhere. Tom Elders had never exposed his pet dogs to unnecessary hardships.
Poor Dad. Turning bitter and leaving like that for no reason.
No reason, Jack? Your father paid $9,000 for this mine, sold his house and practice to raise the money.
He got himself a bargain. There's 100 times that much gold in this claim, or I'll eat my brand new diploma.
I went through this mine myself, and it's solid with a few shotgun loads of gold dust.
Oh, I'm not talking about that so-called mine, Sergeant. This gold deposit is on another part of the property Dad bought from those swindlers.
What?
Come with me. These are plutonic rocks. That's what gave me my tip to dig here. And I found a secondary fissure full of gold.
Secondary fissure?
Oh, yes, that's what we called them in college. Up here you call them chimneys. Veins of gold that rise toward the surface in vertical columns.
Well, a chimney, that's the richest kind of a strike. You mean to say that Tom Elders has a chimney on his claim?
And Roberts didn't put it there with a shotgun. Nature did.
Do you suppose you could chip me out a sample of that ore, Jack?
Oh, that's easy with the amount that's here.
I want to show it to Tom when I find him. He'll find it as hard to believe as I did unless he actually sees it.
Let me go with you to help find him.
I'll not be searching for your father immediately, Jack. I was sent here to set up an inspection point in Bald Mountain Pass.
But what about Dad?
Well, I'll keep my eyes and ears open. If a lead turns up, I'll follow it the first chance I get.
Please, let me go with you.
Well, all right. Bring this ore sample with you.
Yes, sir.
We'll stop by the trading post on the way out. I don't want Ma Martin to think that you've disappeared, too.
Thank goodness you're here, Sergeant.
Glad to see you, Ma.
Sergeant Preston's going to let me help him search for Dad, Mrs. Martin.
That's a good idea. But you better get in there right away. I don't like the way they're talking at all.
Come on, Jack.
Right.
We're losing a fortune. Every man in this room.
That's what I say.
I say we ought to march out there to Bald Mountain, and if that crazy fool in the cabin tries to stop us from going over the pass to the diggings, then we ought to take care of him. That's what I say.
Wait a minute. No one man or group of men has the right to take care of anybody in this territory, no matter what he's done.
He tried to kill George Lane and me with the rifle.
Who tried to kill you, Sam?
Some lunatic. I don't know his name. He's moved into that busted-down cabin on Bald Mountain. It's within gun range of the entrance of the pass.
Well, is there anyone with him?
Not so far as I know.
Well, it should be very easy to handle then. The right way, Sam. He has to sleep sometime.
Yeah, that's what Pete Burris thought, didn't you, Pete? Pete tried to run the pass around 2 o'clock this morning. He was getting along fine until the dogs scented him and woke the loony up with their barking. Then Pete got the same warning, the same blasting that I did.
The dogs?
There's a whole pack of them guarding the cabin.
You say this man gave you a warning, eh?
Clear as a bell. Get back or I'll shoot.
Did you recognize his voice? Ever hear it before?
At first I thought I had, but it couldn't be. The guy is no more crazy than I am, but it sounded like the veterinary, Tom Elders.
Well, I'll know when I see him.
You going out there now in broad daylight?
It's my job, Sam.
He'll shoot you down. He'll shoot even though you're mounted. But you don't understand, Sergeant. He won't respect your uniform.
Maybe not, Sam, but I do. All right, Jack. Don't worry about it.
So far, so good. I wonder if that's really my dad.
Yeah, that's your father, all right, Jack.
Well, at least we found him. Let's go to him.
Oh, you better let me go alone. Look around first, huh? King, you stay with Jack.
Tom Elders! Get back. Back or I'll shoot.
Tom, this is Sergeant Preston. I want to talk to you.
Come any nearer and I'll blast you.
Tom, I have news for you. Wonderful news.
Get back, I won't warn you again.
Tom, Jack's with me, your son. He's found gold on your claim.
You can't fool me with your lies.
You're not aiming at me, Tom. You've got more sense than that.
Come any closer and I will aim.
Listen to me, Tom. I've got to talk to you.
Go away, Sergeant. I don't want to have to shoot at you.
Well, I'll have to try another plan.
We heard the shot. Are you hit?
No, he wasn't trying to hit me.
I can't understand it. Dad, the gentlest of all people. A man who spent his life helping suffering animals.
I must keep that pass open. The wives and children of prospectors on the other side, and they'll soon be running short of supplies.
Yes, I know. You won't have to do anything to hurt Dad, will you, Sergeant?
I hope not, Jack. He's a sick man.
Well, what are we going to do?
I have a plan.
May I help?
Oh, thanks, Jack. All I'll need is King.
Sergeant, what can King do?
Well, he can do the first trick I ever taught him. You still got that chunk of ore in your pocket?
Yes, sir.
Good, then we're all set. Now, King, go up to Tom's cabin. And before you get there, limp. Remember, King, before you get there, lame dog. Okay. I think it's gonna work.
Get back! Get back or I'll shoot! It's not a man. It's a dog. He's hurt. He's limping. I'll have to take care of him. Quiet, boys. He's not a man. He's one of you. Here, King. Oh, you know right where to come when you got hurt. Yes, sir. Right to old Doc Elders. I always said you was the smartest dog in the Yukon. Come on in. We'll get you fixed up. We'll get you fixed up in no time, just as soon as we find out what's the matter. What in thunder is ailing those dogs? Guess they're jealous of all the attention you're getting. Huh? That's funny. No cuts? No bones broken? Doesn't seem to be anything the matter. What's that?
I'll take the gun, Tom.
Sergeant Preston, you've tricked me. You sent King here.
Yes, Tom, but...
You tricked me, both of you. He's not lame. Look at him standing there on 4 legs. I'll not trust animals after this.
It was for your own good, Dad. So we could get close enough to talk to you, to tell you the truth.
You after me, too? My own son. It was hard enough hiding from people up here when I knew you were going to arrive in the Yukon any day. But now I can see. You're just as bad as the rest of them.
Show him the ore, Jack.
Dad, you're worth a fortune despite those swindlers. I chipped this from a formation exactly 50 yards from the entrance to your shack. Come back with us, I'll show you. There's a rich deposit of gold in a chimney on your salted claim.
It's a trick. I don't believe it.
Take a look. Go on, look at it.
Practically pure gold.
Please come with us, Dad. You'll see.
Thanks, fella.
On the way to Tom's mine, Sergeant Preston suggested that the little party stop off at Keno Hill to tell Ma Martin Tom was safe and well and ask her to accompany them the rest of the way.
You see, Dad?
I see, son. I see lots of things now. Ma, I've got to go to Dawson with Sergeant Preston to make out a complaint against these crooks. And I also have to register the official name of this mine.
That's right, Tom. What are you going to call the mine?
The Limping King. And, Ma, there's another reason I'd like to go to Dawson.
Go on, Tom.
Yes, Tom?
I'd like us to get married. What do you say? Come on, King. Show us that trick. The one that brought me back to people I can trust and love.
Lame dog, King. Lame dog. That's right, King. This case is closed.